Welcome to Let's Talk SEO. The question people have been asking me, and they sent me a link to an article for me to read by Housefresh, and they were asking me if Google is intentionally killing smaller publishers or smaller websites. So the article that they linked to was the one published by Housefresh on their blog, and it states Housefresh has virtually disappeared from Google search results. Now what? Now, I've linked this article in the description and you guys can read it, so I'm not going to read through the article. And so apparently they have lost 91% of their traffic since the March core update. And so the March core update had literally hit their site so hard that they've gone from 4,000 visitors to 200 visitors a day, which isn't great for a site that makes affiliate commission and they mainly review products. Now, I'm not familiar with the website, but I've gone through the site after people sent me links, and they appear to have good content and they appear to have good images on the site. So there's no reason for them not to be ranking. And so when I dug a little deeper, I figured that, if they're not ranking, then who is ranking? And as it turns out, there are many big publishers that are ranking for far less content and far low quality content than what Housefresh is publishing. And they're ranking number 1, 2, 3, 4, all the way down to 10. For the exact same keywords that Housefresh was supposed to rank for, and also for other smaller sites that would have been more appropriate for the search term. And none of them are ranking because these large brands are ranking in place of them. So there are two things to figure out here, and there are two things to understand. The first thing is quality content. And so Google keeps telling us we want quality content, we want internal links to be good, and okay, so all of that is just one part of the puzzle. The other part of the puzzle is backlinks. And so Google keeps telling us that you don't need backlinks. You shouldn't get a bucket of backlinks. You shouldn't buy backlinks. You shouldn't do any of that. And I agree with that. I agree you shouldn't be going out there to buy backlinks to rank your site. You shouldn't be sending 100 emails, outreach emails to try and get someone to link to your site. That is not something that you should be doing, because the merit of your content should help it get links. But apparently that does not happen. When we do outreach for our clients, it's a tough process, because just about every website we reach out to for a guest post or a link, they want money for it. So everyone is selling, even if it's not apparent on their site. Everyone is selling links. And that's a fact. And that is something Google just doesn't acknowledge. Because everyone knows that to this day, links are a factor. I don't talk about it a lot on this channel, because then people go out and buy crappy links and that tanks their rankings, and then they come back telling me that their rankings have tanked. And I'll do a case study on backlinks and how I use backlinks to rank a site. But think of backlinks as being the icing on the cake. So once you have your cake all ready and it's baked and stuff, now it's your backlinks, because your backlinks help build domain authority. And so what these brands are doing to take over SERPs, and I'm talking about brands like Meredith, Dotdash, Forbes, they're using a tactic called keyword swarming. And what keyword swarming really is just flooding the SERPs with low quality content targeting keywords. And so they're targeting all the keywords that Housefresh was targeting by just writing 200 words of content, and they're outranking them. So they will write a 200-word article on, I don't know, air purifiers, or a review of some cell phone or whatever, and they would outrank these smaller publishers, and they're all doing it. And then you also have carcasses of previous brands that still hold value in Google's eyes, like Money and Deadspin, and they're pumping out commercial AI-generated content that's mainly to drive affiliate revenue. And so Google is favoring these sites, and so they're getting a bucket of traffic, and they're monetizing it with affiliate reviews and with affiliate commissions. And so that's translating to a net traffic loss for smaller publishers. So smaller publishers with great content, with handwritten content, with high quality content, because Google's algorithm is favoring these websites. And so if I was Housefresh, I would be focusing on building my authority. And building authority is not just about going out and buying links. It's not about doing great deal of outreach. There's just none of that. In fact, I build authority for my clients using a specific method that I'm not going to go into in this video, but it's mainly building a cluster. So it's like a thematic cluster around the site that helps it rank. So that's all I'm going to go into. It's a complex process. It's a time-consuming process. It's a process that is tried and true. It works to this day. I've been using it for the past 4 or 5 years to a great deal of success. And my clients still rank, number 1, 2, and 3. The problem with using the method or using backlinks is that you first need to have good on-page. If you're not Forbes or any of these sites, you need to start with good on-page. You need to start with good content. Doing that, depending on how good your content is or how bad it is, takes time. So once your content is settled in, you can then, and your internal linking is dialed in, you can then work on your off-page. And so this is like more work than work on your on-page. And your on-page work is ongoing. So it's not like you stop your on-page work. It's ongoing along with your off-page work. And so for small publishers, this would mean doing a lot more work. In the case of HouseFresh, I would recommend that they work on building their authority and their brand value. And you shouldn't just be relying on Google for traffic. You should be doing social media. You should be doing, public events. You should go out and reach out to your target audience and find ways to deliver your content that's not only just through search. And so if you're just banking on search, you're going to end up with like HouseFresh. And so if you're in a quagmire or you've been nailed or you're an affiliate marketer, and if you find yourself in a situation like this, you need to rethink your strategy or get someone like me from the outside that's not emotionally involved with your business to figure out exactly what needs to be done and then execute it the way it should be done. And that will then help you recover your site. Again, Google says that they don't want backlinks, they don't want the authority, doesn't matter and everything else. But on the ground, the reality of the situation is that it does matter. So let me know in the comments below what you think about this. Check out the article on HouseFresh, like and subscribe, and I will see you in the next video.